Well, hi there, and welcome back to Margot and me at the end of this day 64 now. I didn't post anything on day 63. I'll talk a little bit about that day and show some video from 64. So day 63, I didn't take any video. I rode from Antigonish, Nova Scotia to Moncton, New Brunswick. Got there like at 10:45 and dropped my bike off for an oil change and some new rear brake pads. And that dealership in Dieppe, actually, not Moncton, in Dieppe, is really good. I wish they were my home dealership. Man, yeah, they went a little extra, washed the bike, found a couple other little things that could turn into problems, and just replace some things for free. And yeah, anyway, really great place. And tonight I'm in Campbellton, New Brunswick. So got the bike fixed, blah blah blah. And that was the end of day 63 in Dieppe. I'm in I'm not in Moncton. I'm in Campbellton, New Brunswick, which is right at the north end of New Brunswick. That bridge there crosses over into Quebec. This is very much Francophone country. Man, I wish I knew French. I think I need to learn. Yeah, I'll cross over to that bridge into Quebec tomorrow and ride toward Percé Rock. I have a vague memory of seeing that with my parents when we moved to Saskatchewan from Dartmouth. And I think we took the long way and stopped in there. I have a vague memory of it, so I'll see that. And then tomorrow's Monday. Yeah, and then Tuesday I'll ride the rest of the Gaspé Peninsula, which I think around here they call it the Gaspé Z in French. I need to learn what that means. I don't know that. I mean, I've heard it. I'm not sure what the difference is between Gaspé and Gaspé Z, if I'm pronouncing it anywhere close to correct. So yeah, that's Monday. Tuesday, the rest of the Gaspé Peninsula to Rimouski. Then Wednesday, I'll end up in Quebec City. Today's ride was fantastic. The weather was perfect all day long, almost zero wind. It was warm. At one point it got up to 28, so it was just starting to creep toward getting too warm, but I'm not going to complain about getting too hot and sunny weather the rest of this summer after all the rain and fog and wind I've had. So it was so nice. It was supposed to be 360 kilometers here. I ended up doing 526 because I decided not to use my map on my phone, the GPS, to guide me here. I had read about this thing called the Acadian Coastal Route, and it's well marked. All you have to do is look for signs with a red background and a white starfish on it, and if you follow those signs, you end up on this really pretty ride around the east shore of New Brunswick. So I left my phone off for the whole day, other than when I stopped, and just kept my eye out for those signs. And it was fantastic for two reasons. One, I wasn't sitting there watching the mileage counter on my GPS, figuring out how much do I have left, how much have I already gone, all that stuff, watching the screen. I just was watching. I had to be present because that Acadian Coastal Route is not just one particular highway. It uses a bunch of different roads, and so you have to keep turning and finding different roads, and you got to keep your eyes open for those signs. So I had to be present, just fully present, just watching everything. There was one time I got a little too present. I was watching this pretty lighthouse go by, and I was just looking at the harbor and the great scenery, and the road that I was on dumped me out almost right into a really sandy beach. I'm not sure if Margot would have handled that soft as sand. I caught it in time, stopped, turned the bike around, went back, found the sign, made the right turn, carried on for the day. But that being present was really good for my brain. For me, I got to just be in it, and it was really pretty. Man, that whole eastern shore of New Brunswick is great. the Acadian Coastal Route. Lots of Acadian flags everywhere. People proud of that heritage. I'm glad I learned a little bit about it when I was on St. Pierre and Miquelon, and so I have some idea of the context. But yeah, it was a great ride. It was 526 kilometers, but I bet you I was in the saddle for almost 7.5 hours, and that was getting a little long. I really starting to feel that at the last hour. You know, there were some stops and I got off the bike and so on, but that route's not 110 kilometers an hour. That's a lot of 60 kilometers, 70 kilometers, 80 kilometers, you know. So it took a while, which was fine. What else was I going to do? It was a great day. Loved the ride. Hope you're enjoying this footage. Really looking forward to spending today's the 2nd. I'll cross over into Quebec on the 3rd and get into Ontario on the 12th. So I guess the next 9 days I'll be in Quebec. Really looking forward to it. Every time I've been in Quebec, I love it. Montreal, I've been most often. Love that city. That'll come toward the end of those 9 days. But a few stops along the way. Looking forward to the ride ahead of me. Okay. That's it for me on the end of day 64. I hope you're all doing very well. Talk to you again.